wave I ride. We won't ever...
Yo, what's up? Coffee Talk, number 6.
7.
7. I lied.
How's it going, followers?
What up?
Loyal Coffee Talk fans.
We are
Back for episode 7.
episode 7.
Boston Cup. They are out of the race almost officially.
Have to support them anyway. Alright, so, first things first.
First things first.
Huh?
We're in
A new view.
a new view. We kind of mixed it up. It looks a little bit more professional, so we like it. We're at the studio of Will's house again. We've got many locations, but right now we're at his house, which is not going to be his house much longer. He will be moving to a new location, so maybe we'll get the chance to record there soon once it's all
it's gonna be
fixed
sweet
up for
living.
you.
Be sweet living when we're finished.
But yeah, so we're glad you guys tuned in. We're going to start you off with our song of the week and kind of get things rolling.
Which is May. The song, or the band's called May. The song is Anything. I think we both agree that we are both in love with May.
Yes, May is one of my top 3 bands.
Yes, mine too.
Yep.
I think there's a viewer out there named Adam at one point in our time that we could play half a second of each song and he could name it.
Yep,
Of any
I
song by
remember
May.
the days of that.
I'm sure he still can. So
Yeah.
I'm going to hold that to you.
So yeah, May Anything. Check it out. You can check out some of their albums. They're no longer a band, really, because they disbanded a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Saw the farewell tour. It was a good show. But check out their music. They've got about 4 good CDs.
MAE.
MAE. It stands for Multi-Sensory Aesthetic Experience, or something like that. So that's exactly what it stands for. But yeah, so check that out. And you'll probably like it. It's kind of an indie mix of different things. But
Next, the poll question?
Yeah, we'll go to the poll question.
Never mind. I had something come up in my head.
Okay, we'll just hone it in and I'll run through the poll question. So the poll question, we have the results from last week, which was what one instrument do you wish you could play? And across the board, I think we got 11 responses. And looks like there were 2 for drums, 1 for mandolin, 3 for guitar, 1 for cello, that's pretty cool, 3 for piano, and 1 for harmonica. Shout out to Danny Ferry for the harmonica plug there. But yeah, so it was a tie between guitar and piano for the most, which was 3, which is pretty common, I think.
Really? Oh, I thought more people
It
would
is
play
weird.
drums.
It's weird because the fact that I feel like most people can play guitar. Like guitar and piano are what people do play the most out of those instruments listed. So you would think that they want to play something different. But I guess a lot of people that don't play instruments want to play the basic ones because they're the most popular ones. But that's our poll question. We have an interesting fact for you guys today. We missed it last week, but we're back with it. And Will's going to share that with you right now.
I am. It's mosquitoes have killed more humans than any other war in the entirety of the world.
The history of the world.
In the history of the world, more mosquitoes have killed more humans than any war in the history of the world.
Makes me think that there's a lot of mosquitoes that are carrying like diseases and stuff, and I think that that's probably a fact that is more. I guess my understanding is that it's a fact that mosquitoes probably are more prevalent with diseases in foreign countries as opposed to here, because you don't hear of a lot of people dying in the U.S. from mosquito bites.
Right. Well, there was back in the day.
They did carry all those diseases.
Yeah. But which leads me to my next thought with this whole thing. We could start a Jurassic Park thing, because they got the blood from mosquitoes for the DNA for the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. If they were killing things all back then, you never know if they're still carrying it.
Where are you going with this?
Nowhere, I'm just saying.
I'm like, what is this?
No, it has nothing to do with anything.
Okay,
I'm just saying
cool.
we could start
I
with
was-
some dinosaurs at any point in time.
Dinosaurs are neither here nor there, but I don't know. Sometimes I would think about them that they may be real, as well as Bigfoot. But yeah, so we have some interesting topics for you guys to share, and
You want me to start with that one? We're gonna do a different one.
we're going to start with a couple topics from the questions from Twitter Talk from the people who are on. Thanks, contributors tonight. We've got Marcus Privet, who's been on the show, Jimmy, who's been on the show, and Jay Bowen, who is actually a good family friend. He's actually going to be the one who's marrying me and Sarah, which is in 26 days. So get ready for that.
How many minutes?
I have no clue. 4 hours ago. We'll kind of tie these two together. They're all sports questions because guys tend to give sports questions. So if you want something different, give us something different.
We both like sports. If you don't want to hear sports, give us a different question.
If you don't want to hear sports, go to minute 7:32. 7 minutes 32 seconds, and we'll be back on a different topic.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
sure.
I'm just guessing.
Sure.
But yeah.
Right. That sounds right.
Marcus's question was, who is your prediction for the for baseball for National League and American League and World Series predictions? My prediction is Orioles are going to win the AL, which is crazy because they're not going to win the AL, but I think that it's, I'm just excited that they're in the playoff hunt right now. So that's my prediction. And I think honestly my prediction would probably be, I think the Rangers have it what it takes, but I wouldn't be surprised if a team like the A's snuck in with how well they're playing and how streaky they are. And I like the Nationals or the Reds because the Reds are playing really well right now.
I say I like the Orioles. I want to see them go just because I don't want the Yankees going. I like to see the Orioles or the Rangers, and I would like to see the Nationals. I really want to see a national. I want to see a Washington D.C. World Series. I would like to see that. O's and Nationals.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be really good for the region. But yeah, so that's that. Kind of a spinoff of that is what Marcus said Jimmy said, what is, how do you think how do people handle, or what is your take on fantasy sports and fandom? Like, does your fandom overtake your fantasy sports sometimes? Like, I play fantasy football as well as you, and that will, sometimes I find myself rooting for players on teams that I don't like because they're on my fantasy team. And that's not necessarily a good thing. So I would say ultimately, if I had a dilemma, I would choose fandom over fantasy, just because I got to stick with my Steelers no matter what. And
I kind of agree. I root for players I don't necessarily like, but at the same time, you get to root for players that you do like that aren't on the same team.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, the last comment from Jay Bowen is, what are your comments on the upcoming NFL season? The Giants look strong again. Are they going to be Super Bowl bound? Who will win the NFC and the AFC? How many wins will Denver get with Peyton Manning? Just to run through that real quick. I think the NFL season is going to be different. The refs are not the same refs because they're still on strike. Yeah. The Giants do look strong. I don't think they'll repeat though. I like Green Bay in the NFC, and I think that there's going to be a different team from the AFC this year.
Yeah, we had our picks a few episodes ago with Jimmy. We won't
as far as the Peyton with the Denver, I think that they'll win 10 games. I think that he'll take them to a division win with 10 games.
I agree with that. With the Giants, I don't think they're going to be going anywhere. They were 7-7 before they got hot, and they were struggling.
They're streaky. They're always streaky.
They're very streaky, and you never know what's going on with them. So they could not, but I don't think they will.
Yep. Well, we are carrying on, but we're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back with a nice little topic for you guys to end it out. But we'll be back in a few minutes. Or a few seconds. Hey guys, we're back. Had a nice little break, got some refills and coffee. But we are ready to go into our final topic for you guys. We're continuing with our theme of kind of breaking it up with the facts and the stats and like the interaction with you guys in the beginning with poll question and songs.
Facts
and the stats. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'll stop now before I embarrass myself anymore. But and then we're going to end the second half with more of, I guess, we kind of decided that we're calling it our devotion, I guess. Because before we do every coffee talk, we kind of run through our devotion and kind of try to get our heads straight for what we're going to talk about. Because, ultimately, we have coffee talk because we want to interact with you guys and we want to have fun. It's a way that we have fun and relax, every week, and we can get together. But also we want to share with you guys different things that, that make us who we are. So yeah, we have that for you. But our topic of devotion for this week, which we haven't come up with a name yet. If you have a cool name for our second half, give it to us. That is our poll question of the week, is what should we call our second half segment for Coffee Talk. But our topic is prayer. And prayer is a big thing. I was talking to Sarah a lot about it, and just about how there's so many different aspects of prayer. And it's not something that you can take lightly. It really is like, you need to look at prayer as a way that you're pretty much reaching out to the Lord, to God, because he if you have a relationship with Christ, then you should love the Lord more than you love anything else. And, you should talk to him in that way. So, I really like Matthew 7:7, how it says, it's the ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened. And I think that's a true statement of what prayer is. You're talking to God. You're not just doing meaningless conversation. It has purpose, and I think that I like the NLT version a lot because it says, keep on asking and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be opened. It's not something that's just like, you should pray. It's telling you to deliberately go to the Lord and seek him and seek what you want, what you need from him and what he wants to give you.
I think a lot of people get upset with that too, because when they ask, they'll ask and then they say they seek, but they don't really seek. That's really being a lot of focusing on what's going on and actually spending actual prayer time with him, not just saying, oh hey, I need this,
Yeah.
Actually being utterly honest with him.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to go through a few little points of the importance of prayer, because it's not something to be taken lightly. You hear about prayer all over the Bible, just different people praying and like interceding with the Lord to really come closer to him. So I think I was reading a study before this about 4 points that are the importance of prayer, and the first one is that prayer is a privilege. It's not something that should be taken lightly because it's a privilege. Like, it's something that we get to do. It's not just like oh man, like I guess I'll go pray. Prayer is something that we are blessed with by the Lord, a way to communicate with him and share our needs, our praises, our desires with him on a daily basis, and even on like a hourly or minute wise basis, depending on how often you get to pray, which is a great thing.
It also depends on what you're praying for. I mean, God calls us to sing praise to him all day long. That necessarily doesn't have to enter your prayer time, which is always good to have that in your prayer time. But you always want to spend positive, clear thinking, be in a room by yourself and honestly just thinking about what you're praying about.
Yeah. And it says you should supposed to lock yourself away and spend time with the Lord alone.
Yeah.
True prayer.
Something we brought up at youth group last Wednesday was being utterly honest with him. He already knows what you're thinking. Might as well not just say, hey, I'm having a bad time, or tell him that you're angry, tell him that you're sad, tell him that you're happy.
If you allow him, he'll give you the words to say to him. Like, the Holy Spirit will intercede and speak to the Lord for you. The second reason is that prayer is important is that it's needed. Prayer is needed by everybody. Whether you know it or not, you're going through things every day that are going to break you down. You need prayer to fight back, because there's always battles that we're facing.
Everything.
I mean, I think that kind of goes without saying. And that kind of leads into the third one. It's kind of tied into that too, where prayer helps deter sin. And that's crucial. I mean, my dad preached yesterday at church about temptation and how, like, if you seek the Lord, if you're honestly seeking the Lord first, then that will help you deter sin and the temptation of it that it brings to you. So, like, pray. I mean, when you feel tempted, when you have sin in any aspect, pray, and it will help deter it. I mean, it's not going to make it easy, or impossible, but it helps for sure. Our last point is that prayer is not meaningless, and by that I mean that prayer makes a difference. It's not, like I said earlier, it's not something where you're just wasting your time talking to the heavens.
Just randomly thinking things out loud.
Yeah, prayer makes a difference. I mean, earlier I was laying in bed and I was so tired from this weekend that I was praying and I fell asleep. And I know I still was praying, but it's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to always be like Bible in front of you and you're reading scripture and you just feel led to pray. Like, prayer makes a difference in the smallest parts. You can be in your work day and you can just say a quick prayer of, Lord, I need you to be with me today. Like, I'm having a rough time. My coworkers, I really want to reach out to them, so give me the strength to be a good influence and be a good light for them. And that's just a simple prayer, but it makes a difference. It will make a difference, and you'll notice it too. So, I think that was a big thing I've kind of thought about this weekend, so we wanted to share that with you guys. And me and Will have always talked about the power of prayer and how important it is, and how you got to go to the Lord in prayer, and even like together, and with whoever you can pray with. Always pray with people. It's good. It's a good thing to do.
Put your pride aside.
Yep. Put your pride aside and humble yourself before the Lord, and you will find results for sure. And I want to make note too that you might not always get the results you want, but it's because the Lord has something better in store for you.
May not be your will, but it will be His will.
Yep. So that's all we got for you guys this week.
Sure.
Twitter @TalkCoffeeTalk. We need more followers. We only got like 20.
A lot more.
We need some help. I know you
guys
guys are
need to
watching
get off
this.
Facebook.
We get like 70 views on a YouTube video, but we have 20 followers. Like,
this is so stupid.
I know some of y'all got Twitters. Like, I'm gonna call some people out who I don't think are following us. Like Freddie, I'm sure he's got a Twitter.
Yeah, Freddie's not following this. I don't think. We're not giving away another $50. You better follow us.
Yeah, I don't know if he's following us. We're following him.
Yeah, we follow you, Freddie. What the crap?
But
if you're watching this, you better be watching this. I work for you.
Yeah, so that's all we got. But we hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if it's a little long. We're trying to cut it down, trying to get better, but it's tough when we have to get through all these topics and we want to involve you guys. But check back next week. We will see you guys later.